Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going old school with the old school camera. I have nice cameras, but I'm using the original camera I started YouTubing with years ago, many moons ago. So I just was thinking about something. Forgive me if I stutter and stuff like this, because I am actually driving on a parkway, not recommended, while talking to you guys. Okay, I wanted to talk about Klitschko lost to Tyson Fury. I believe I did say if Klitschko loses, it's because he turned 60 that night. Boxing years, 40 is pretty damn old, 39 or whatever. And that's what happened. I seen him try to pull that right hand. At one point, Fury was wide open, and he stopped, he hesitated. And that's when I knew, watching the fight, he doesn't have it anymore. They're gonna rematch, and I'm gonna favor Tyson Fury for that rematch, only because Klitschko was having difficulty with his height, reach, everything, of course, because it's the first time he fought a man that big, and he had a lot of problems. But not because of that, it's because of the age. Yeah, that's all fact, what I just said, but the problem is Klitschko is now old. You cannot continue to fight when you get old. You will lose. Floyd Mayweather, I always said, would only lose if he hangs around too long, and that's exactly what didn't happen, because he retired. He might come back, we'll see. Now I want to tie this into Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey, you probably heard of her. She's a UFC fighter, and she was like undefeated. Ridiculous comparisons by Joe Rogan, who's a commentator for UFC, to Mike Tyson. The walk-in, everything is just, God, that guy, I like him. But man, he just overrated his assessment of things with that, comparing her to Mike Tyson. But now I want to tie the Klitschko thing into her with real quick, because she lost to Holly Holm. Holly Holm is a magnificent former real boxing female champion, which is awesome to see, because I'm a huge boxing fan. That a boxing champion beat an Olympian, what is she, jiu-jitsu, on her feet. Ronda Rousey never faced someone like that and underestimated Holly Holm's boxing skills, and she was out of shape, she was out of breath. But I just want to say, tying this both in, Ronda Rousey and Klitschko. People dismiss their entire careers off of one loss. It's ridiculous. Let me make sure this is still recording. Yes, it is. If you're gonna say Klitschko is a bum because he lost to a very awful heavyweight in Tyson Fury, who I like his personality, it's really funny. There's people out there that just are clueless when it comes to fighting. They say the same thing about Ronda Rousey. Oh, overrated. I don't think so. She got beat by a better fighter. She got beat by a boxing female champion who knew how to stuff takedowns, who knew how to box well. I mean, she's at the top of her boxing game. This woman is for years, over a decade, I believe, she's boxing, female boxing champion. So, I just want to say it's absolutely ridiculous to discredit Klitschko as well. The same thing like Ronda Rousey. He's a bum, he's horrible. Because of one performance, he loses at the age 39, really, and you're gonna just say he's no good anymore. The whole entire time, Klitschko was just using the Emanuel Steward Kronk gym style that was employed by Emanuel Steward, who is no longer here with us anymore. He taught him how to fight well. He wasn't knocked out or beaten in over 10 years. You're gonna just say and dismiss his whole entire career. You don't know what you're talking about. If you're saying that about these people, yes, I have a freaking lollipop, whatever. If you're gonna say that about these people, about Ronda Rousey and Vladimir Klitschko, that they are bums or they are overrated because they lost, because they suffered one loss for whatever reason, and discredit their entire career, you're wrong. You don't know what. My memory card ran out. My memory ran out. I just deleted something. Okay. So again, if you're gonna say Ronda Rousey and Vladimir Klitschko because of one loss suck, or they're just no good, and just write their entire career up, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't need to be talking about the fight game or sports like that, because that is just wrong. If they lost for whatever reason, Klitschko didn't lose for 10 years. And you're gonna say, oh, he was a bum because he got old and fought Tyson Fury and lost. If you're gonna say Ronda Rousey because she got dominated by a fighter, a boxer, and she couldn't grab her, and she couldn't get to her, lost. She's fighting the best in the world, she's an Olympian, and you're gonna just dismiss her entire career. Do you know how hard it is to go undefeated? Especially in MMA, you got the top women coming at you, and you're gonna say, okay, she's a bum, she's overrated, whatever. It's just not true. So, I just want to put that in there. That's my opinion on these things. And yes, I have a freaking lollipop. I'll say it again because I'm enjoying myself and I'm driving. And everybody out there, I want to wish you good things and good times. One more thing. I got 1 minute. There's a lot of people out there who ask me about YouTube, who I personally know. If you know what I've done on YouTube, you know, I'm not the biggest and the best, but I put millions and millions of views up on YouTube, right? And if you got a question about YouTube, a lot of people want to know right away, how much fame are they going to get? How much money? What I say is, do this because you love to do it, whatever it is you're doing. If you're an editor, you perfect your craft. You keep editing while, if you're lucky, some people are watching. I still get the same feeling to this day if one person watches my video and a million people watch my video, and that's the honest truth. I am a lucky guy. I think to myself, wow, okay, I like doing little horror short films. I like sharing my content with people. And if one person watches it, I still feel the same way to this day as an entire stadium watching it, or an entire country, a small country, millions of people watching it, whatever. I get the same feeling, and it's awesome. And that's what I say. If you're doing YouTube because you have hopes of getting rich and famous, and you're looking to get an audience real quick and all that good stuff, I mean, a lot of people just quite frankly want that. You're doing it for all the wrong reasons, and it probably is not going to happen for you. You have to love what you do first. If you love what you do first, all the rest will come. Anything that's good that's going to come to you will happen. And that's what I got to say about that. So there. Peace.